Welcome to my birthday Zoom call.
Happy
Welcome,
birthday,
welcome,
Ron!
welcome.
Happy birthday! And you don't look a day over 30.
Yeah, there you go. We have a short call tonight because I have dinner plans for my birthday, and I promised my wife that she could take me out. So we're going to keep this to 30 minutes. So we're going to jump in pretty quick and talk about one of my favorite vendors and one of our great suppliers, which is Viator. Um, so I made some notes. Actually, I'm lying. Amanda made some notes for me. Um, Viator has 350,000 different events, venues, uh, tours, national parks, attractions, dinner cruises. They have they've got a ton of activities worldwide. I've personally used Viator. I've done the hop on, hop off bus in Paris, London, Amsterdam. I've used Viator, and the great thing about Viator is, I've been in Paris, and my wife says, "What do you want to do tomorrow?" And we decided to do the hop on bus, and you could book Viator, without a problem, 24 hours in advance. They could book a theme parks. I mean, there's just a whole lot of stuff that we've booked through Viator over the years. I think in post COVID, I think we've jumped from, like, I don't know, what were we, Brian? $300,000 when we first started with you guys,
Yep, in 2019, you guys sold about $300,000 worth of tours.
and today
Yep,
we're at what, 8 million?
about there. That's what was it last year.
Guys, I'm telling you that if you're not selling Viator, you're leaving money on the table. You guys, it's an easy sell. The beautiful thing about Viator is you can send them the Viator link, and that will get credited back to you. You don't even have to sell them on the product. Just have them book their stuff on the Viator link, and they get the commissions. You get your commissions paid direct, not direct, but you get the commissions paid without having to do a whole lot of work. You got to do the commission tracking for them, but other than that, you don't have to consummate the sale at all. Um, but look, I could talk about Viator, or you could really hear about it from the guy that knows more about the inner workings of the company. So Brian has been with us since day one, and very instrumental in helping us to grow the business. And he's a good friend. And actually, he was just on our supplier retreat. So Brian, I'm going to turn it over to you. Tell us more about Viator and why we should be doubling our business with them this year.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many things I can really talk about, but why don't I just kind of bundle up to make it easy for everyone how they can attach sales for every single client. So, first to know again, we have over 350,000 tours around the world and over 2,500 destinations. So, the best thing is with us is that we're that portion of that trip that your client's going to book to have that happy memory, that happy dream, that story made me moment that they're going to talk about with you to get that returning client back year over year because we're that adventure that they're really excited to go on. And so with us, we have multiple tools on our platform that you guys can actually take advantage of. So I'm actually just going to quickly share my screen so you guys can actually see some of the things that we have to make it even better. Yeah, so I have the slide that we use from Evolution. I'm going to use the same thing just so you guys can see some of the things. So again, just to know, we have multiple tools on our platform you guys can take advantage of. One of the ones that Ron talked about first is what we call our Share by Client link. And this is a tool that allows you to actually earn passive income and keep your business open 24 hours a day. And with this link, it can be generated like on a home page, a destination page, a category page, all the way down to a product page. And like Ron mentioned, all you have to do is share this with your client. They can book the tour on their own, and you still fully earn the 10% commission. And something I'll talk about more towards the end is that the promo code we have. But additionally, we also have another thing that's called our curated list, which actually allows you to build a full itinerary altogether that you can share with your client with actual set dates, what availabilities for these tours. Your guys clients can book it on their own. And again, anything that you suggest, if even if they click off that link and go to another tour and they book, you again still earn the that full commission. We also have now generated over 6,300 products to be covered what we call by our worry-free guarantee, which makes it so your clients have peace of mind while they're on land. And we're actually going to have a webinar that hopefully I can get a QR code screen up a little bit later that'll make it so you can actually learn more about our worry-free collection. But no, with these products, these are all five-star rating products that you guys can book right now while cruising season's going on and still get that 10% commission with every tour you book. The other thing that we have as another tool is our reserve now, pay later, which this offers flexibility for clients who don't want to pay on full yet. Maybe they're going out in 6 or 7 weeks or 8 weeks. Well, our flexible tool for the reserve now, pay later allows you just to book it for $1 on the card, and then they could pay it up to later, making it really easy for those clients that want to put stuff together, but they're not ready yet. So just again, more, why don't we talk about like the two ways to book and dial it back a little bit. So first, to book with Viator, no, we have two styles. We have direct bookings where you guys go to travelagents.viator.com. You have access to all 300,000 tours and activities all around the world, and then you guys can book it and manage it on your client's behalf. The second one, which is what I talked about, is a share with client link. Again, where your clients can book on their behalf. They can't manage those bookings yet, but no, we are working on that process to make it in the end of Q2 to make it available for you guys to manage those bookings. Again, with direct bookings, they are going to be on travelagents.viator.com where you can explore for the experience, check for availability, find that perfect experience, and then add into the cart, book it, and you're all set and good to go. Another thing, just to really help, especially for your newer agents that aren't really familiar with our platform or not really familiar with tours around the world or activities and destinations, when you start typing in a destination, like let's say London, as you see on your screen today, you can click on the top left-hand corner with something that says things to do. When you click in that location, we're actually going to show you the top 15 attractions in that destination. So you guys can actually have a full idea of what people are booking in that destination and how you can add on those adventures for those clients. We also give you 1 to 3 day suggested itineraries. We also give you destination hints and tips about that destination so you can learn even more. And you guys can really get more of an understanding of these locations because no one's an expert in every single location. One item I love to joke about, hey John, hey Ron, do you guys know about a location named Dollywood? So one thing about Dollywood, it's in Pigeon Forge. And a lot of people actually know that we actually sell over 300 attractions alone in Pigeon Forge. So you guys can attach even tours there. So there's so many destinations with our platform that you can add attractions, day trips, multi-days, tour, hop on, hop off, everything that your client wants to do once they get to that destination. But know also with our platform how you can find tours, either by our operator filter that actually allows you to search by operator name, narrow it down just the products by that operator that maybe someone has suggested to you or someone wants to know, or you can look by our categories, which is like day trips, multi-days, walking tours. You can narrow it even down to subcategory like food walking tours or city cruising tours, or narrow it even further to shore excursions where you can see all the products in that key location. And then when you start looking at a product, it's going to have the information about what's the pricing and availability, what's the departure and return information, and additionally, our cancellation policy, which no, 85% of all Viator products are fully refundable up to 24 hours prior to the day of travel, making it really easy and flexible for you to make bookings up to last moment, but also making your clients feel very friendly. The last thing is our additional information. I always strongly say, as a travel agent, read through this information. It will tell you if you need passport information, if your client has any heart or medical issues that this tour might not be friendly for them, or if it's wheelchair friendly. This is where you're going to find all that information is in the additional information. And then, just as I mentioned, indirect bookings, as I talked about again, these are generated on our platform. Again, it's travelagents.viator.com. And then you're going to click a customized link that's just connected to you on our platform. That when you send that link, it's going to be designated to your account. And then when it's generated, all you have to do is click it and copy it and then share it with your client, and they can fully book on their own, and you still get the full income for that booking for anything they make through that link. And no, these links again can be found on different pages, like I mentioned earlier. It can be found on a home page, a destination page, a category page, a product page. And again, it makes it so simple and easy to find all these links page. And you can even do it in attractions. Like let's say you want to do the Sydney Opera House. You can share all the tours in that location. The share with client link will again always be found when you start looking at a destination, a category, attraction, or all those pages will always be found on the top right hand side corner. And again, no, the link that you generate on our platform never expires. Wherever you place it, it lives there forever. But when your client clicks into it, it creates a 30-day session where they're connected to you. The best thing about it is if your client leaves the website, leaves it off their phone, and they go back to Google and they go Viator.com or they just Google Viator, that link will still be connected to you on that device. We've made it so even Google SEM overpowers your link to make sure it stays connected to you because we want to make sure you guys earn your money for the work that you do with your clients and earn that additional income with that work that you do. No, these links can, again, so I'm going to give you some samples of how you can work with all these. You have like our homepage link, which is like an evergreen link where even one of examples of your own agents takes advantage of our share with client link on their social media post, where they have a link that goes to, hey, this is who I am. This is how you can contact me. But again, it also has a link to how to sell NFL tickets, NBA tickets. And then at the bottom, she says, if you're looking for any attractions, here's a link to buy attractions with Viator. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. I can help you get more adventure while you're traveling. You also have destination and category pages, which this is actually the most commonly used, especially for agents when you have a client going to a destination like Jamaica, where you can just copy our link in that page. So they can look through all our products in Jamaica, which is well over almost 1,000 products where they can fully book, find something that fits their interests. Like if they want to do a pig adventure where you actually get to go to the beach and actually see pigs. Yep, Ron?
You're talking so fast. I didn't want to interrupt. Couple of questions.
Yeah.
A couple of good points here. I don't want to interrupt your flow. And I
Yeah.
think it's important, especially on your where you're on where you are at on the destination page.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, how do you vet your suppliers? How do these folks know their clients are going to be taken care of by quality tour operators?
Absolutely a perfect, amazing question to ask. So, no, we vet our suppliers three different ways. First, when they sign up with us, they go through a process where they have to fill out their insurance, they have to make sure that they have information provided to us, and then we review the account, which in that process, we review the information, make sure that they are quality to Viator, and then before they can even go up to start showing product to the website, those have to get past our first level service. Following, when they go live, we have reviews where we have over 2 billion reviews across our platform. But no, anytime there's a 1-star review and a 2-star review, those always immediately go under review service where they're passed to our customer support team and then our supplier team to review the quality of the supplier. Do they meet Viator standards? Do they meet what we state as a supplier? And no, they also have to pass our standard terms and conditions to make sure that they can sell the product on our platform. So we
Okay,
always want to make sure they sell amazing product.
so here's a question. Who owns Viator?
TripAdvisor,
And how big is TripAdvisor?
a massive company.
So, do you think that TripAdvisor is going to allow you guys to put any sloppy tour operators in there?
Absolutely not. That's why they have to pass our standards. And we will get rid of suppliers if they do not meet our standards immediately. I can tell you, I've had agents email me about suppliers doing stuff. They're no longer with us.
Okay. Uh, there's another question that's interesting, and then I'm going to let you go back to your flow.
Yeah.
One of the agents, Katie Jones, said, "Can I book more than one excursion into a cart, or do I have to buy them one at a time?"
So with the share with client link, this is probably where the confusing portion does come. With the share with client link, it only does allow one booking at a time. But for you as a travel agent, it's completely different. You can build a whole cart of 9, 10, 15, 30 tours if you wish, and you can book all those tours at once for your client. So you can build in a cart for the whole adventure. Last thing, again, just to let people know, you can also create these on product pages, which this fits for those clients who wants to talk about that exact tour or that item that you've always asked them, hey, what do you want to do when you go to this destination? This is where you can add that product page where you can send that through email, text message, or WhatsApp or anything, allowing them access to, again, our whole platform on regardless of what link they click into. Last thing that I did mention earlier was a curated list. This is an amazing product that allows you to create a false itinerary where you can have as many tours into this list. And all you have to do is click on a heart icon on any product that you see, and you can add this to your list. You can then select the dates that your client is looking for. It's going to verify if it's availability. And then if your client clicks into any of those tours, and this is actually where they can book multiple tours at once through the curated list. This is the one thing that they can take advantage of to book multiple things. Just last thing before, if anyone has any other questions that I want to expand on, we do have now worry-free shore excursion products. We actually have over 6,300 products on our platform that cater to your clients coming off of cruise ships. And again, the best thing is with Viator, you earn 10% commission with any of those cruise ship products. And I'll cover what the worry-free shore excursion policy is in just a second. But also on screen, if you want to learn more about our worry-free shore excursion products, there's a QR code there you could scan to learn more. But also know we have built a filter on our platform under our specials where it shows worry-free guarantee. And these will narrow down products in Alaska or in Juneau or in Cancun that are covered by these worry-free policy, which again makes it so your clients have peace of mind while they're on land. And again, with our worry-free policy, worry-free policy, three things about it. First, if the ship does not dock, you're guaranteed a full refund. Second, if the ship is delayed getting to port or something happens that takes the ship even longer to get to port, again, we will work with you and your client to get a full refund. So making it easy an example if something is to happen. The last portion,
Well,
which
wait a minute. Let's
yeah,
clarify. A full refund of what?
of the charge of the tour. So if
Okay,
they
so I
book,
wait. So I'm stuck in Bermuda. I
Mhm.
missed the tour. You're going to give me $300 back, and I missed a $5,000 ship cruise.
No, if you miss the tour, it's a little bit different. If the ship does not dock, that's the thing. Again, that can always happen where, the ship can't dock to port because of weather or something like that. We will work to get your client a refund. But if your client, for some reason, misses a tour because they chose not to go, that's a different item. We will not refund those products.
Okay, so but your Viator transportation to the next port of call, for example.
So yeah, so that's the last one I was going to cover. So we have now what we call the worry-free portion, where one, as long as you give Viator 2 hours from when the tour ends for the client to get back to the cruise ship and something happens like a flat tire or they're delayed because of some reason, we will fly your clients up to the next port of call up to $1,000 per person.
What
So
about hotel?
So with that one, depends on it. They will have to contact our customer service team. They're usually going to try to get to the next port, but if something needs where they do a stay, they'll work on that process for your client.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, the next port is never until the next day, so you guys are gonna have to put them up overnight one night
Yeah,
somewhere.
so that's why we're doing a full $1,000 per person. So
Gotcha.
everything that's covered in that process, we're going to make sure that they are comfort and they get to the next port. But also one thing to know, Ron, in 10 years we've actually had this policy. There's actually been zero claims. So we try to make sure to work with suppliers that do everything right from start to finish.
Uh, that's a pretty bold statement.
That's why I say it. I could tell you 100% in 10 years, we have never had a
Wow.
claim. And we're excited to have this and know that these products have actually met a high standard that we want to make sure that they're carrying. These are 5-star review or higher, or sorry, 4-star review or higher. They have a less than 5% cancellation rate. So they want to make sure that these suppliers do not cancel tours for any reason. And on top of it is that we've had these all where they've exceeded our expectations for products that we sell. So we know that these products will make sure your clients have an amazing trip anywhere that you book.
Well, the volume of the company just that what that you guys do will ensure the fact that no tour operator wants to, upset you guys, because
Yeah.
you walk away, you're going to walk away with a lot of business and a lot of money out of their pocket. So you're going to get their attention. Um, Something that occurred to me that, there's two ways that actually people could use your website and your tours. A lot of people go, okay, I want to go to Jamaica, or I want to go to Barbados, or I want to go to Antigua, and then they book it, and then they get down and go, okay, what am I going to do now? Whereas what you should be doing, or what you can do to market yourself, is go in and get some really strong, exciting programs from Viator and say, did you ever want to swim with dolphins? You ever want to play with the monkeys? Do you want to do the original, zip lining in Costa Rica? You know, Look at this zip lining package that's amazing, and I can get you there, with your hotel and your air. In other words, reverse market it by using the activities that are on the trip rather than booking the trip itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Use the inclusion of all of the components, make it exciting. Then they're going to get the air, get the hotel, and go on your tours.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we even talk about whenever we do like more talking about the experience industry is that we mention that trips are actually now being the reason, the catalyst behind it. Like if a client is going to London, why are they going to London? Well, we're seeing that they want to go to Harry Potter and they want to step into the magical world. And the best thing about it is that we have tours that's going to take them to the set where they can see the costume, the props, and everything. But also in London, there's so many other amazing activities to do. You can do the Tower of London. You can see Highclere Castle. You can also actually go on a cruise tour that's on the Thames River. But also, you have clients who might take a shore excursion at Dover or at I think it starts with a T. I can't remember, but there's also tons of ports in Scotland and also in I always get some of these locations in Dublin. In Dublin, you have tons of tours in all these locations where you can even go to the Guinness factory with Viator. So there is literally thousands and thousands of tours that your clients can book and have an amazing adventure and have that dream vacation that Viator can set up for you.
Do you guys do tattoo
Yes,
in,
we do.
could
Yeah, we actually do tattoo also.
oh, that's an amazing, that's just an amazing experience.
And it still reminds me to the day because I've been working with Viator for 10 years. And I remember my first call hearing that word tattoo, and I'm thinking more of like a tattoo service on your arm. I was like, wait, no, that's a amazing military service tour that's in Scotland. And I learned about it, and it's like this a fully on fledged tour that you can take in Scotland that is just memorizing. Like as you said, Ron, you had it and you had fun with it, and you took that tour, correct?
I have not taken the tour,
Ah,
but
well,
I've seen
yeah,
tattoo.
yeah. But again, with Viator, there's so many other locations you guys can take advantage of. Like even locally, like where you guys are based in the United States, there are so many other adventures that you guys can do. Like I'm from Vegas. There's over 50 or 60 different shows alone in Vegas that we sell. You can go to the Grand Canyon. You can do a helicopter tour in Vegas. You can even go in like Seattle and actually go all the way up to Victoria and actually go to Butchart Gardens. So there's so many even staycations that you can enjoy up.
Are you guys booking golf?
Yes, we actually do the golf that's in the St. Andrews, that one that you can book. We have, I believe, golf there in a few other locations. Not a
Wow.
lot, but there is a few locations that we actually do.
Okay.
One thing also just to remind you guys, we are running an active promo code. If you guys haven't seen it with Jose, it's going to be FEBLUV, FUBLUV 10. If John, maybe you can share the image later with people. It's going to be a promo code that's unlimited for you guys for personal use and client use, where you get 10% off. And if you book it for personal use, you guys actually get 20% off because you get 10% off before and the commission after. So if you want to enjoy some ventures on Viator, use that promo code and take that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the wonderful birthday wishes. Thank you very much, and appreciate Brian. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Please be safe out there, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys have a great day.
Thanks. Bye for now.